What's that story you've never been able to tell? I ruined my sister's engagement party with one toast, and I'd do it again. My sister Jenna was always the golden child. Straight A's, perfect boyfriend, dream job at a marketing firm. So, when she brought home this guy named Trevor for family dinner, everyone lost their minds over how amazing he was. Trevor was one of those guys who knew exactly what to say. He complimented my mom's lasagna recipe, asked my dad about his golf game, and even remembered my grandma's cat's name from one conversation. The whole family was eating it up, but something felt off. Like when someone's trying too hard to sell you something. He'd flash this perfect smile and say things like, "I can't wait to give Jenna the life she deserves, and family is everything to me." My parents were practically planning the wedding already. 3 weeks later, I was at Murphy's bar with some friends when I saw Trevor. He was leaning against the bar, super close to this blonde girl, whispering in her ear. When she laughed, he tucked her hair behind her ear. Not exactly innocent. I called him out the next day. He swore it was just a work colleague, said I was seeing things that weren't there, made me feel crazy for even bringing it up. Jenna believed him completely. Said I was jealous because I'd been single for 2 years. 2 months later came the engagement party. My parents rented out the back room at this fancy Italian place. Everyone was there, aunts, uncles, family, friends, the works. Trevor was working the room like a politician, shaking hands and making promises about taking care of their precious daughter. I was in the hallway coming back from the bathroom when I heard Trevor on his phone by the kitchen. "Dude, I'm only marrying her for the inheritance. Her dad's construction business is worth millions. After that, I'm out. 2 years max, then I'll take half and disappear." My stomach dropped. I stood there frozen, listening to him laugh about how easy it was to fool everyone. How Jenna was nice but boring, and how her family treated him like some kind of prince. I walked back to the party in a daze. Everyone was laughing, raising glasses, talking about what a perfect couple they made. My dad was telling everyone how proud he was to welcome Trevor to the family. Then they asked me to give a toast. I stood up, glass in hand, looking at all these happy faces. My sister was glowing, holding Trevor's hand. My parents were beaming. I could have just said something nice and sat down. Instead, I raised my glass and said to the happy couple, "May this engagement last longer than his last 2 secret girlfriends." The room went dead silent. You could hear the air conditioning humming. Trevor's face went white. Jenna's mouth fell open. "What did you just say?" My mom whispered. "I said what I said." I looked straight at Trevor. "Want to tell them about the blonde at Murphy's bar? Or should I mention the phone call I just heard about marrying for inheritance money?" All hell broke loose. Jenna started crying, calling me a liar. Trevor was stammering, trying to explain. My dad grabbed my arm and pulled me outside. My mom was apologizing to guests who were already grabbing their coats. The party ended in 20 minutes. Jenna didn't speak to me for 3 weeks. My parents said I'd embarrassed the family. Even my grandma gave me the cold shoulder at Sunday dinner. But 2 weeks later, Jenna showed up at my apartment. She'd been going through Trevor's phone and found text messages to 3 different women, including the blonde from the bar, and she'd done some digging into his finances. Turns out he had massive gambling debts. She cried on my couch for an hour, said she'd had doubts, but ignored them because everyone loved him so much. She broke off the engagement that weekend. Trevor tried to convince her I was lying, but the evidence was right there in black, and